fellow Timeout lovers and sports lovers, and welcome to another episode of Timeout, a show anybody can watch about sports, stats, facts, and everything in between, from a fan point of view. I'm your host, Charlie, so let's go get this ball rolling. Timeout. It's sports time. How did I miss that? Oh man, did we have some insane games that happened yesterday on Wild Winners Wednesday. So, time out. It's sports time. We begin the day with last night's nail biter of a for the 3 B-ball game. That's right, I'm talking about stand up, ladies and gentlemen, for your Miami Heat. Woo-hoo! Oh man, I'm talking about those fired up Miami Heat hosting the never giving up, not going away anytime soon Detroit Pistons. Oh man, this was a game. As Miami's big man, Whiteside, was going head-on against Pistons' own big man, Andre Drummond. Man, this was a battle all the way to the end, with Whiteside and D-Wade getting the Heat fans, let's get fired up, with the Pistons. But the Pistons came out like a boom, boom, shot out of the barrel with their rookies, Reggie Jackson and Andre Drummond, trying to take it to the paint. With a final victory in Miami, with a Pistons victory, of 93-92. Wow, what a game. The superstars on the Detroit Pistons side, we had Reggie Jackson for 18 points. Can't forget about Andre Drummond with 12 rebounds, 4 tied, and 3 assists. On the Miami Heat side, we have the man, the myth, the legend, CB, Chris Bosh, getting 20 points last night. Can't forget about the rookie big man, Whiteside, with 16 rebounds. And our new pickup, because we traded Mario Chalmers to the Grizzlies, now we have Underik with 6 assists, which, by the way, was his career high last night. With man, what a game. Next game, we still stay in sunny South Florida as we head to Boca Raton, Florida for the Marymount Boca Raton Bowl, as we had Temple University Owls, woohoo, versus the Toledo Rockets, woohoo, as Temple got the game started with their own kicker, Austin Jones, getting a 29-yard field goal. But then in the second quarter, those Rockets started shooting off from all sides as Corey Jones gets a 26-yard pass from quarterback Philip Eli. But then in the third, Temple tried coming back, but honestly, the only person that really shined was their kicker. As Jones gets a 25 and then a 35-yard field goal. But then the Rockets said it's time to go home and end this, as Philippi soars the ball, 80-yard pass, by the way, to Cody Thompson for a Toledo touchdown. And then Kareem Hunt, an NFL prospect, by the way, runs in for a 1-yard run in for another Toledo touchdown. Temple had one last trick under their sleeve as Kip Patton runs in for a Temple touchdown. And then Robbie Anderson gets the 2-point conversion with nobody, and I mean nobody, blocking him. But then with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game, the Toledo stud Hunt gets a 41, that's right, 41, woohoo, yard run to start the fireworks, with the Toledo beating Temple 32 17, winning the Boca Raton Bowl. Wow, what a game. And finally, for our last trip today in Sports Nation, we head to Philadelphia as LaSalle's hosting the U in the NCAA college basketball, as the U stepped right through LaSalle as like they didn't even have a chance, fellow timeout lovers, with Miami becoming now 10-1 with a massacre in Philly with a final victory of 95-49. Wow, way to go, you! Let's go Canes basketball. Fantasy, wah, 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 naughty and nice. Football sports. Okay, fellow timeout lovers, with the spirit of ho 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 Christmas season, we're gonna change up the fantasy football part of this show. So, timeout. It's fantasy football, wah, 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 naughty and nice for week 16 of the fantasy football, the playoffs? Playoffs? Okay, fellow timeout lovers and sports lovers. So what we're gonna do is I have my amazing Christmas official hat here, fedora, and we're gonna go ahead and choose out of this wonderful hat some naughty and some nice job, some nice people for week 16 for fantasy football. So here we go. All right, on the nice side, we have tight end from the Washington Redskins, Jordan Reed. Look, as long as Reed is healthy, he's unstoppable. And he's extremely healthy right now, with 84 receiving yards and an insane 20 points last week for owners. Reed is saying to the world, you like that? You like that? Well, Timeout Sports likes that. Play up. Okay, who do we got next in the wonderful Christmas hat? All right, we've got a naughty guy. We got Ryan Tannehill from Miami, the quarterback, with a pathetic game against the Chargers on Sunday, and with only 216 passing yards, and only gave 16 points for owners last week. The Dolphins are washed up, and so is their quarterback. Bench him. Okay, who do we got next in the wonderful Christmas hat? We have naughty defensive Baltimore Ravens. With so many problems in Baltimore, the defense is just not making it happen. And with only 4 points last week, if you have them, I would bench them. Okay, who do we got next in this wonderful list? We've got the nice Denver for defense, the Broncos. As they only gave owners 5 points last week, this week they're going against A.J. McCarron and his Bengals. I think the defense is going to shock the NFL world. I definitely think it's going to be a Christmas miracle in Denver. Play the Broncos. Okay. Go. Next on the list, on the nice side, we have Brandon making things happen Cooks, wide receiver for the Saints. With Cooks cooking up something spicy in Nolans. He had 124 receiving yards, as well as a Saints touchdown. An insane 21 points for owners. Cook is making it happen on the field. If you have them, play it. Okay. Let's see what else we have in this wonderful hat. All right. Okay, we got a naughty person, Giovanni Bernard, running back for the Bengals. With this whole season, Bernard and Jeremy Hill in a competition and against each other, it's just really not Giovanni's year. With him being in the shadows and it only showing with a pathetic 333 rushing yards last week and 4 points last week. If you have him, I would definitely bench him. All right, let's see who else we've got on here. We've got on the nice side for the quarterback position for the Steelers. I've got Big Ben Roethlisberger with an insane 34 points last week and 380 passing yards, and going against a needs improvement Ravens. I would definitely play Big Ben, especially with having his secret weapon, D'Angelo Williams. Alrighty, let's see what else we got in the hat here. On the nice side, we have David Johnson, running back for the Cardinals, rookie. With this rookie making a statement, and took me, by the way, this time out, lover, gotta give credit where credit is due. 0-5 to playoffs, you know who you are. Happy birthday and congratulations beating me in the playoffs. Good pickup, picking up David Johnson. With an insane 187 rushing yards and giving owners 42 points. Carson Palmer's new bestie is this guy. If you have him, I would definitely, absolutely recommend playing him. All right, let's see. We only got a few more left here, fellow timeout lovers. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, on the naughty side, we have Jason Witten, tight end for the Cowboys. With Tony Romo out, Jason is just not being as reliable 82 as he's used to being. With only getting 49 receiving yards and only 4, count them, not 1, not 2, not 3, but only 4 points last week for owners, including this owner here. If you have him, bench him. Just like the Cowboys are done this season, so is Jason Witten. Okay, only 3 left, fellow timeout lovers. Let's see who's going to be on the naughty list and who's going to be on the nice list. Okay, on the naughty list, we've got Allen Hurns, wide receiver for the Jaguars, with only 44 receiving yards last week and gave owners 0. That's right, goose egg points last week. If you have them, I would bench them. Okay, with 2 left, let's see what's going on here. Okay, on the nice side, we have Graham Gano, Panthers kicker. With the Panthers still staying undefeated, Graham is right there with them. If you have them, keep them, play them. Okay, and our final one, oh, it's a live one, is the naughty Dan Carpenter, kicker of the Buffalo Bills. With only 4 points last week, if you have him, I would definitely bench him. Well, there you go, fellow timeout lovers. Those are my fantasy naughty and nice football picks for week 16 of the playoffs NFL fantasy football. Timeout. Whoa! Hail Mary! It's pick'em time. Okay, fellow timeout lovers, here we go. With week 16 about to go down, here are my picks for week 16 of the NFL. So, here we go. Okay, on the Thursday night football game, we have California versus California, Raiders versus the Chargers. I'm thinking, even though the Raiders have been doing some elite things lately, I think the Chargers are going to finish off the rest of their year on a good note. I'm going with the Chargers. Okay, on a special Saturday night football, Saturday night, we're gonna hit the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh, we got the Redskins versus the Eagles. You know what, personally, you like that? Well, this Timeout lover likes that. And you know what? I'm liking the Cinderella Redskins team. I'm going with the Redskins. Okay, and here come the Sunday games. We got the Panthers versus the Falcons. I'm still saying the Panthers stay undefeated. Cowboys versus the Bills. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. Cowboys are just pathetic this year. 49ers versus the Lions. I was really impressed with the Lions last week going against the Saints and beating the Saints in the Superdome. Not easy. Going with the Lions. Browns versus the Chiefs. I'm liking this Chiefs defense, even though the offense needs some work. I'm liking their defense. Defense wins championships. Chiefs. Colts versus the Dolphins. With the Dolphins, just sad excuse of a game last week. I really don't see themselves redeeming themselves. I'm going with the Colts. Giants versus the Vikings. I think the Vikings, with an Odell Beckham Jr. suspended, that's a big deal for the Giants. I'm going to go with the Vikings get this one. Jaguars versus the Saints. After that upset against the Lions in New Orleans, which doesn't happen to the Saints, I'm thinking they're not going to let that happen again, especially against Blake Bortles and his Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going with the Saints. Patriots versus the Jets. Jets. You know what? This is a tough one. It really is. The Jets are on fire lately. Brandon Marshall, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Can't forget about Chris Ivory, and that defense is nothing to mess with. But the Patriots are elite, and even with injury after injury after injury, as long as you have number 12, you're good to go. I'm going with the Patriots. My Chicago Bears versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going with, let's do it, Bears. Let's end this season on a good note, and let's finish it off. Let's go, Bears. All right, Texans versus the Titans. I'm liking J.J. Watt. They say that one player can't make everything happen. Well, Houston, there's no problems with J.J. Watt. I'm going with the Texans. Panthers versus the Packers versus the Cardinals. I thought about this back and forth. Even though Rodgers has not been being such the bad man, more like the worst man lately. I think they redeemed themselves, and even though Carson Palmer is a stud, I think the Packers get this win in. I'm going Packers. Rams versus the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. Steelers versus the Ravens. I'm liking the Steelers. I think that the Patriots and the Panthers should be worried about this team. With a healthy Antonio Brown, a healthy Big Ben, and can't forget about D'Angelo Williams, not to mention Bryant back there too. Steelers are going to make it happen. Steelers are beating the pathetic Ravens. And finally, on the Monday Night Football game, we have the Bengals versus the Broncos. With still the indecision, Peyton Manning plays, Brock Osweiler plays for quarterback for the Broncos. Still up in the air. I still don't think, though, this is Andy Dalton's team, not A.J. McCarron's team. And I think the Broncos get a victory. So, there you go, fellow Timeout lovers. Those are my picks for week 16 of the NFL. That's my show, fellow Timeout lovers and sports lovers. Thanks for watching. If you really like what I'm talking about, then go to give me those thumbs up. Or, if you really feel me, then why haven't you subscribed yet? Or you can always leave me a message, always on below the video here. And of course, don't forget to hit me up on social media on Facebook at Charles Cowan Timeout, as well as I'm very active on Twitter at TimeoutNow87. Until next time, time out. Let's talk about some sports. Woo-hoo! From my family to yours, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays.